Gentlemen, start your engines.
Brad Keselowski, he was on the grid and the last car to pull off. What he said on the radio was that his steering wheel was broken. You see the team working, trying to get the wheel out. They had to physically run back to the hauler, get a new wheel, bring it out to him. He said something was wrong with the weld in the wheel. They did get one on, Larry Mack, in time to get him on the grid.
Fans come to their feet as we go green in the bluegrass. Here's the start of the race. Jimmy Johnson, the pole sitter, elected the outside lane.
They just jockey in for position. You see the 48 take off first, and then it's almost like he missed a shift because you saw the 29 run up on him really quick, which allowed the 18 to get that really good jump by the time they got to 1.
Back at the Kentucky Speedway, and the defending series champion Tony Stewart is off the pace. Started 22nd earlier tonight, was up to 17th in the running order, but now slow 26 laps in. Let's listen to his radio a moment ago.
All right. No, we're not. I don't know what's going on here. Won't go.
Possibly something amiss with the ignition, but not really sure at this point. Randy Hefner, the engine tuner, he's back over the wall. They're conversing back and forth. All right, they're going to top him off and see if it'll run a lap. If not, they'll bring him right back in. Nope, it's not even going. Not even going. Tough break for the three-time champ.
Here comes Brad Keselowski to the inside of Kyle Busch. This the battle for the race lead. Put the blue deuce on the point at Kentucky. Before the leaders come down pit road, Tony Stewart going to head back out on track. Let's listen in as these drivers make their way to the pit lane.
That thing still isn't
That still
running.
sounds terrible. Yeah, it's just not running.
And you talk about momentum. Casey Kane has taken a hit in the last 4 weeks. After 7 consecutive top 10s, that win at Charlotte on Memorial Day weekend, here comes the 5 for an unscheduled pit stop.
Well, I was going to ask KP and Wally, what's the one thing on a 100-degree day you wouldn't want to have happen in your race car?
That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Air conditioning.
Air conditioning.
And that's what's going on with Joey Logano. Jr. said his car just felt like it was kind of just sliding around all over the place. But he did notice we're not falling off like other guys are. Trouble on the left rear for Dale Jr. That took a long time. That'll hurt track position, Matt.
Matt Kenseth has worked the traffic nicely tonight. Started back in the 20th position, currently inside the top 10. And he was the big headline maker this week. The championship leader. And it was made official that he will not drive for Roush Fenway Racing in 2013. They won a championship together in 2003. The first for car owner Jack Roush at NASCAR's top level. A couple of Daytona 500s. Some surprising news, and certainly it'll be interesting to follow this story and find out where Matt lands next. Kyle Busch. And you know, driver 18 likes to let it hang out a little bit, regardless of where he is in the running order.
Yeah, I can tell you this. If the 18 doesn't hit the wall during at least a race once, his car's not handling. I mean, when his car is good, he's usually bouncing off the wall.
And he hits it pretty good here. You see it. 1, 2. You see that thing just snatch.
Here you are on board with Kyle Busch off the corner, turn 2.
Denny Hamlin really stayed pretty tough underneath him right now. Got Jimmy Johnson pushing him too.
Kyle Busch didn't have to deal with Brad Keselowski, but he's got Denny Hamlin right there. Jimmy Johnson low, almost 3 wide off the corner. Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, both inside the top 5. And tell me what you notice when he exits pit road here.
Well, you watch Keselowski actually gets by him, but you'll watch how Kyle works the timing lines to his favor. He gunned it. He still stayed within the speed he was supposed to stay in, so he got no penalty, but that was huge because he got in front of the 2 car.
While these two are butting heads at the front of the field, had a nice little moment back behind him. Joey Logano and Clint Boyer.
Well, he got tagged.
Actually, that was Newman that got him.
That was Newman right there.
I'll tell you what, both of those guys did a really good job not wrecking, because that was quite a shock.
What's in front of you?
That's all at about 170 miles per hour.
Right front fender.
I mean, that was all Ryan Newman right there. He just ran in the back of the 20 car and turned him dead left.
And problems right now for the race leader. And Jimmy Johnson to the inside of Denny Hamlin put the 48 on the top of the scoreboard.
Boy, again, just drove down on the bottom.
Yes.
And passed him, which means his car is working really, really good.
Problems are getting worse for the 18. Right now, Kyle Busch saying he thinks either a shock is broken or the rear sway bar is broken. He wanted to come to pit lane. Crew Chief Dave Rogers telling him, I need you to stay out on the racetrack. We need to try and drive. Stay out there. If we come to pit lane, you're going to go back to like 30th. So let's try and drive through the problem and look for the next caution.
Going with another track bar adjustment. To keep up with the trends on this, you can see the lights on the helmet for better visibility. 4-tire change.
Slow stop.
Slow stop. This is not the stop they were hoping for. Gloves on, and he is away.
Wow.
They left about 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah. Speaking of fuel, Marty, the 2 who was leading, in fact, still scored as the race leader, out of fuel on the racetrack. So another miscue on this cycle of green flag pit stops.
Okay.
Here he is, Marty.
And as Paul Wolf calculated, Brad should have been able to go about 2 more laps on the fuel. They told him to watch the fuel gauge, though. He came on the radio, said, I'm out, I'm out, I'm out. You see the wedge adjustment for Keslowski. The car for Keslowski just a little bit too tight. They also want to put some tape on the grill there. You see them do that right now. Keselowski is able to leave, but now the question, where does he come out and how much track position did they lose, Adam?
And he may not be the only one having a fuel issue. Kyle Busch, who had the race lead after everyone had pitted, is slow coming off a turn 4, and here he is.
It's kind of strange that many guys have called it wrong. We might have to get Larry in on this one, because
He got a gauge 4100.
all these guys thinking they have 2 or 3 laps more on fuel, and they're running out.
Yeah, he came in not even on the racetrack. He came in on the emergency road. The 18 car did.
And we have caution. Ryan Newman has popped the wall. That's his Tornadoes machine, and right behind him, damage for Regan Smith.
It blew up. It blew up.
Let's go back and see if we can figure out what happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when you get that kind of... See that fluid down there on the racetrack.
Yeah, and I think the 78 car just saw him come up the racetrack, locked the thing up, and went up the racetrack into the wall. Or got into oil early.
Yeah, let's just listen to it lock up.
How many laps have we scored? 6 laps. 6. Hang on, hold the brake. We just crashed here, guys. Yeah, it blew up. Inside.
Look at all the oil down behind that thing. It could, there's nothing you can do when it hits the rear tires, but then everybody else comes through there running on it too, and hang on.
Here we go, Kentucky.
Wow. Levin's already saving fuel.
Yeah.
He's getting passed on both sides.
Oh, and he's right in the groove where they put the stay dry down, which makes...
Might have a tire going down.
Hendrick car's looking good tonight, but Johnson going in the wrong direction, Matt.
And he thinks he has a problem on the 48, possibly a tire going down. Jimmy had restarted in the 5th position. Like Kyle touched on, they were close, but they felt like they were going to be able to save enough. He's going back and forth trying to see if maybe he got the speedy dry on his tires or picked up some of the rubber on the racetrack. Right now, though, he's on the bottom, possibly going to hit pit road.
Carl Edwards now in 3rd, Marty.
And he is one guy who cannot make it all the way on fuel. They will have to pit again.
That's good to hear as a driver, isn't it?
Yeah, saving fuel's still fun. Especially when some of your buddies don't have to.
Here's the only bad part. When they tell you, go, and then with about 10 laps to go, can you get me 2 laps? You know what I mean? Can you get me 2 laps?
No.
Casey Kane trying to grab the final spot inside the top 5. Truex is 5th right now. Kane can't make it stick off the corner.
Yeah, but he's got a little bit better position on Truex now going into 1 and 2, so I think he might be able to pull it off here.
He just couldn't get in that corner the way he wanted to. He had to work the throttle to get that thing in. And you saw it just bounce up the racetrack. Now he loses that position.
Get it back.
There you got a good run on Truex.
You got the run still in there.
That's it.
Clear.
And Truex knew it. You know, once he got that run, then Truex knew it. Now you'll watch the 5 car pretty much check out on and walk away from the 56.
I mean, right now we kind of need to be a little bit more conservative. We need to be getting good finishes. So if they come away with a poor finish tonight, running out of fuel perhaps, that would be a really big hit to their hopes to make the chase.
And I'll tell you what, Casey Kane may just run down the leader and win this race yet. He is flying right now.
I mean, he drove around Dale Earnhardt Jr. like he was stopped, and he's going to follow up to the outside of Carl Edwards. Kane, who's had all kinds of problems this evening, now third with 8 laps to go. Carl Edwards has given up his spot on track to come down pit road. We knew it was going to be close.
10 away.
That's strong.
And there's Carl right on your screen.
Gas to go, bud. Gas to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. 4,000 all the way out.
Okay, maybe they don't lose 2 laps.
Yeah.
That was, I forgot about they're just going to take fuel.
There's Casey. Just does a slide job on the 11 car there.
Brad Keselowski going to become the first driver to get the hat trick in 2012.
Come get that flag. We'll exchange it for another one, bud.
His third win of the year coming at Kentucky.
Great job, Paul. Great job, everybody. Hard work equals results. Y'all did it. I know it's been a hell of a weekend with a lot of work. But this is what you get when you work hard, guys.